Starting lineups introduced. Crowd behind us for Massillon into the game already. And these two teams getting set to tip it off. Euclid, the away black uniforms with the gold numbering and lettering and no trim on it. And for Massillon, the home whites with the black numbering and lettering and the orange trim. Jackson in center circle for the Tigers, who go left to right. And Kai Owens in center circle for Euclid, who goes right to left. Jackson, Owens, Division II, regional final tip up and controlled by the Tigers. Here's Isaiah Lamb to cross the timeline. The guard to the right wing, Braylon Gamble, cutter. Williams left to the rim, scores with the right hand. Xavier Williams, a little reverse layup left to the rim. 2-0 Tigers, 20 seconds in, Euclid ball. It's DJ Jenkins. Out top, Mackay Asbury. Asbury hands off Jenkins. Almost a 15-point average. Out top, three in the air, Jones. Around the rim and out. Gamble the board. Massillon up 2-0. 40 seconds in. Gamble looking to go downhill. Left wing lamp three. Round the rim and out. Rebound, Owens. And a steal. Tigers up with it. Gamble, Jackson layup. Good, right of the rim, plus the foul. Gio Jackson finishes right of the rim with two hands. And he's fouled. 41 seconds in. 4-0 Massillon.
Yeah, Massillon got the steal, and then it was a 3-on-1. Nice pass. Bucket.
Gio Jackson Jr., outstanding DB and wide receiver from the football team. Free throw around the rim and out. He missed it. And the rebound, Owens and Euclid. They're down 4-0, almost a minute in. Massillon early on with that first punch. Right corner, Asbury's three around the rim, out. Rebound into the corner. Asbury gets it underneath the basket. Jones. Right wing, Williamson. Williamson out top, Jones. 4-0. Massillon, their half-court man defense so far stifling Euclid. High on the right, DJ Jenkins. Jenkins, left corner, three, Owens, strong, Gamble the board.
Gamble's really doing a great job on the boards so far, John.
Gamble pushes the tempo, left wing Lamp. Isaiah, top of the key. Left wing, Williams, pumps, drives, scoop, shot block, Jones. Oh, goodness, that was athletic basketball. Down the floor, Jenkins. Jenkins out of control in the lane, lost it. Tigers with a 3-on-1 if they look up. Here's Thigpen left to the rim. Layup is good with two hands.
Nice job by Thigpen. The Panther was right on him, but he waited on him to come back down, and he took it back up and got the easy bucket.
6-0 Massillon. 2 minutes and some change in. Euclid ball, Division II regional final. Tigers in control within the first 2.5 minutes. Euclid with the ball, right wing Jones. Jones hands off Asbury, right sideline. Left wing Williamson, a three, shot it strong. Tigers, another board. Jackson streaking down the floor, rams it in with the left hand.
Wow, 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 wow. It's getting this crowd going. Look at the bench.
Gio Jackson just destroyed that rim. 5:26 first quarter, 8-0 Tigers, and they're roaring in Worcester as Euclid takes a timeout that we'll take with them.
Harder's 6th Street Pizza and Wings. If you're craving bold flavor, start with their incredible pizzas, including the buzzworthy hot honey pepperoni pie, the perfect mix of sweet heat and classic pepperoni. And don't forget the wings. 12 different flavors to choose from, so there's something for every taste. It's more than great food, too. Harder's brings the fun with cold drinks, pool tables, and an awesome patio that's perfect as the weather warms up. Grab your friends and check out Tiger Town's newest hotspot, Harder's 6th Street Pizza and Wings in Massillon. Great pizza, great wings, great times.
8-0 Massillon, 5:26 first quarter. Gio Jackson just got done giving the rim a real bruising as the Tigers are in command early on. Momentum, crowd, everything on their side. Almost 3 minutes in. Euclid In the lane, Jenkins, tough shot, doesn't go. Jones left of the rim, layup is missed. Tigers with a long rebound. Massillon playing some great defense. Left corner, Williams, three blocked. But the rebound out of bounds was Williams as Owens blocked that shot back into the face of Xavier Williams.
Massillon's half-court man, John, has just been tenacious.
Massillon up 8-0, 4:59. First quarter. We normally don't get that excited 3 minutes in, but the start, the energy, the absolute just electricity in the building is crazy. Right wing Owens, a three for Euclid is good. Kai Owens, the 6'8" forward, trying to settle Euclid into it. Here's Braylon Gamble left to the rim, and the shot is blocked by Owens. He's had a couple of them, and down the floor, Jones works, and Jones, Dantas gets fouled. 8-3, Massillon, 4:37, first quarter. Euclid ball after the Massillon foul. It's their team first, and it goes on Xavier Williams. Owens has one foul for Euclid as well. 8-3, Massillon, 4:33, first quarter. Euclid ball. Left corner, three, Williamson, good. Tyree Williamson, back-to-back threes for Euclid, and they score 6 in a row. And here come the Panthers finally interjecting their way into this basketball game. After Massillon came out and set the tone, Euclid did not panic, and they score 6 in a row as there's a foul in the backcourt on Euclid. Foul goes on Williamson, who just knocked down the three. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is then to repeat that energy after you get it so quickly.
Yeah.
Massillon came out clearly with something to prove. Now the game has started. Both teams have thrown some blows. High on the left, Williams. Left of the lane, Gamble scoops, scores with the right hand, left of the rim.
Just a really nice give and go. Just ran that set really well.
10-6, Massillon. 4 minutes, first quarter. Jones, top of the key for Euclid. Drives in, right of the rim. Layup is good with two hands. Well, here comes the track meet that we expected. 10-8, Massillon. Halfway through this first quarter, there's already a lot of points on the board. Left corner, Gamble, drives, gets cut off. Left wing, Jackson. Jackson, right wing, Williams. Williams, cross court, left wing, Gamble. Gamble, out top, Jackson. Jackson drives, scoops, scores right of the rim.
My goodness, John, just fantastic ball movement on that possession for the Tigers.
12-8. Massillon, Euclid ball, Jenkins in the lane. His runner, he was fouled on the floor. 3:18 first quarter, 12-8 Massillon. Terrian Wells, the sophomore, getting set to check in for the Tigers as Xavier Williams will take a seat. Gio Jackson off to a stupendous start for the Tigers with 6 of their 12. As inbounding will be Jenkins from the baseline. Jenkins to inbound for Euclid. Looks to get it in underneath the basket. Threw the ball away. It was intended for Jones. Tigers on the run out. Lamp in the lane. Lost the ball. Euclid with numbers. Down the floor, right of the rim. Layup good by Jenkins. Well, the Tigers scored the first 8 in the game. Euclid is countered with 10 of the next 14. And they've cut the game down to a 2-point game. 12-10 Massillon. Gamble in the lane, backdoor cut. Terrian Wells scores left of the rim on the righty layup. 14-10, Massillon. Euclid ball. He came for a slow-paced game. He came to the wrong place. In the lane, shot blocked, but right of the rim, Jones gets the rebound as Jenkins had his shot blocked by Jackson, and Jones was there to clean it up for Euclid. Massillon still up 2. Gamble, right corner, Jackson. Lost the handle. Jackson bobbled the ball. High on the right now, Braylon Gamble. Star from the football team has it high on the right. Gamble with Owens in front of him. Right wing, Jackson. Out to Gamble, near center floor. Gamble Lost the ball, it's on the floor. Lost the ball, it's on the floor. Owens up with it. Williamson layup, good. And Euclid has tied it. 14 all, $1:53 first quarter. Clock stops. Euclid does a phenomenal job, George, to get right back into this basketball game after trailing 8-0. There was question how they would respond, and they have responded.
Yeah, they took that initial punch, and then they punched back.
Here's Wells, left baseline, gets cut off. Out top, Lamp. Lamp for the Tigers, who have hit only twos in the game so far. Left wing Lamp. They take a lot of threes, too, and Lamp is fouled left wing. Makai Asbury was over pursuing the ball and gets called for the foul.
Yeah, both teams really overplay their man because they know they're going to get help inside.
3 fouls for Euclid, 2 for Massillon. That foul on Euclid went on Asbury. He has 1, Williamson has 1, Owens has 1. Massillon ball, left corner, Gamble. Drives, kicks right corner, Jackson. Out top, Lamp. Nearly traveled, left wing, Jadis Thigpen. In the lane, Wells. Terrian, right of the rim, layup is good.
Really nice move inside by Terrian Wells to get that two-pointer.
16-14, Massillon. 67 seconds first quarter in a frenetic first quarter. Euclid with the ball on a moving screen. Kai Owens, top of the key, moved on the screen. We'll see if that's where the call goes. It will go on Owens, and Euclid's second leading scorer, third leading scorer, but leading rebounder in their 6'8" man in Owens gets called for his second foul. He'll stay in the game, though. Tigers with the final 58 seconds of the first quarter, up 16-14. Isaiah Lamp, backdoor cut for Gamble. It was thrown away. On the floor, Euclid throws it away. Then Massillon throws it away. Now Massillon steals it. Left wing Wells, top of the key, Thigpen 3. Halfway around the rim and out. Rebound, Wells scores right of the rim. I hope you could keep track of where the ball went, because I couldn't.
He really skied on that one, too.
18-14, Massillon. 28 seconds, first quarter. Terrian Wells, the sophomore, with 6 off the bench in the first quarter. Euclid ball, Asbury 3, right wing, halfway down, pops out. Massillon ball as Thigpen skied for the rebound. The young man that Coach Hose called the closer for the Tigers. It's closing time in the first quarter, and he has it high on the right. It's 18-14 Massillon, right wing Jackson. Jackson, 2 seconds, behind the back feed, underneath to Wells, who scored it. Right of the rim, it was going to be a made basket as Owens had it over the cylinder and blocked it away for the goaltend. What an unbelievable pass by Jackson. He reversed it over his head, a no-look feed underneath to Wells, who scored right of the rim. We're through one. We're going to take a timeout with Massillon leading 20-14. We'll be back.
Dude, is your garage supposed to look like a storage facility?
It's not that bad. I just have a lot of stuff.
I see summer chairs, Christmas lights, and is that a treadmill you've never used?
Okay, fine. I need help.
Then go to Ample Storage. Their whole deal is you own it, we store it. They've got all the sizes you need.
I just want something easy and reliable.
Ample Storage makes it convenient. Check everything out at amplestorageunits.com.
Want to help me move this stuff?
Yeah, I walked into that one. First impressions don't start at the handshake. They start with what your team is wearing. At Liberty Screen Printing and Embroidery in Massillon, they can help your business look as professional as it performs. From polished golf shirts and sharp button-downs to branded apparel your staff actually wants to wear, Liberty makes it easy to outfit your entire team. Call today for a free consultation. 234-249-0290. And remember, if it ain't Liberty, it's just laundry.
There is nary an empty seat in this gym now. Tiger fans came out in full. Euclid is filled in. It is loud in this building. 20-14 after a quarter. Massillon leads Euclid in the regional final. Tigers trying at this point to make it back to the state tournament for the first time in 81 long years. Football team has been there more times than they can count. Here's Jenkins, left of the rim, floats it up, but he was fouled on the floor before. Tigers foul on Jadis Thigpen. Massillon getting minutes right now out of Marcus Gardner for the first time. Euclid has brought in Jaden Basie, no relation to Count, as Jalen Akoff has come in as well. Left corner Jenkins, three, short, left rim. The rebound into the hands of Deshaun Williams. And Williams committed a foul left of the rim. Got a little too physical there, and Williams committed that foul. Massillon leading 20-14. Tigers throw it away, though, on the inbound. Akoff, right corner, Jenkins. Out top, Asbury, three. Left iron. Rebound, Gardner. Tigers down the floor, up 6. Jackson, left sideline. Underneath Gamble, left of the rim, missed the layup. Rebound, Williams for Euclid. Pass down the floor, Euclid right of the rim, shot up, and Asbury's shot is blocked right of the rim by Williams, but Williams hit into the body there of Asbury, and Xavier committed his second foul. Xavier Williams, the Tigers' leading scorer, commits his second foul 33 seconds into the second quarter, with Massillon leading 20-14, as at the line is Asbury. Listen to the Tiger student section. Asbury misses the free throw. I guess it worked.
It did. They were loud before the game.
Terrian Wells back in for Massillon. Isaiah Lamb. It's Jackson Jr., Gamble, Gardner, Wells, and Lamp for the Tigers. Asbury makes the second. Asbury with his first point of the game. He's Euclid's leading point scorer at 17 a ball game. 20-15 Massillon. Down the floor they work. In between the circles, Wells. Underneath Jackson, left of the rim, scores with the left hand.
That's it for him tonight.
22-15 Massillon. Down the floor Euclid. High on the right, Asbury. Asbury, right corner. Akoff drives off the pump fake. Kicks left corner. Open man on a three. In the air. Shot it strong. Basie couldn't get it to go. Williams, the rebound right of the rim, though, for Euclid. And he puts it up and in. 22-17 Massillon. 6:50 first half. Tigers with the ball. Lamp, left wing. Short-statured Lamp at 5'11", has it. He's been a key part to this team, though, running the offense. Here's Gamble underneath Gardner, right of the rim, and the big man scores.
Gamble really threaded the needle on that pass. He looked like Magic Johnson in his prime.
Marcus Gardner put it up and in. 24-17, right wing Asbury, three. Short ironed it, rebound Williams in the lane, scored, plus the foul. Williams garners the offensive rebound, goes back up. He was fouled and goes line left to shoot the additional shot.
Williams, a 6'5" sophomore, playing more like a senior out there.
Williams, 6'5", sophomore forward at the line. Free throw on the way. Shot it well offline to the right. 24-19 Massillon. And the Tigers turned the ball over. Nope, actually went through the hands of Basie for Euclid far sideline. He touched it last. Euclid's going to protest the call to no avail. Gamble into the backcourt to Lamp. Lamp high on the right. Tigers in the home whites tonight. Around a Gardner screen. Lamp, free throw line. Lamp, left corner Jackson. Jackson, right wing Gardner. Right corner Gamble. Gamble, out top Jackson. Left wing Wells. Three in the air. Around the rim and out. And the rebound underneath the basket. Akoff, and Akoff threw it off of the midsection of Braylon Gamble, who was on the floor. 5:53 second quarter. 24-19 Massillon, Euclid ball. Tigers came out and punched Euclid right out of the gate with 8 straight points to begin the game. Euclid has fought back. Top of the key, Jenkins, three. It's around the rim, though. Shot it too strong off the left side of the iron. The rebound, Massillon. Tigers. Top of the key, Lamp. Wanted the three. Nice closeout defense. Gardner, right of the lane. Scoops with the right hand, and Big man Marcus Gardner showing that he's agile on his feet, drives right wing, and shows that practice on the football field of his lineman work translates well to the basketball floor.
You know, John, the conditioning of these 8 football players on the football field carries over into the basketball season because, you know, keep up this kind of pace, you got to be in good shape. Gardner. You know what, too? We haven't seen the vaunted pressure by Euclid yet. I don't think they want to get into that much of a running game with these Tigers.
Gardner misses the first free throw line right. Marcus, young man who's already done some great things on the football field and big man on the basketball floor, makes the second free throw. Not known for his ability to run very quickly, but man, he looked really good on that take right wing and earned an extra point at the line, going 1 for 2. Into the right corner, Asbury. Line drive 3 is good for Euclid. 25-22 Massillon. Tigers lead cut to 3. 5:10, second quarter. Tigers leading scorer Xavier Williams on the bench with 2 fouls. Massillon, right corner, Terrian Wells. He's played huge so far with 8 points the sophomore has off the bench. Terrian, high on the left, Gamble. Gamble penetrates underneath Gardner. Right of the rim, layup is good. Marcus Gardner with 5 points off of the bench. Wells and Gardner have combined for a total at this point of 13 of the Tigers' 27. Massillon leads 27-22. 4:40 first half. That's huge for a Tiger team that depends heavily on their starting 5. Left wing for Massillon. It's Basie. Basie plays his keys right, shoots left wing, and shot it strong. Down the floor, Massillon. Isaiah Lamb, right wing. Gamble drives, slashes, fadeaway jumper in the air and good. Braylon Gamble points to someone in the crowd saying, "I did that for you." It's 29-22 Massillon, 4:05 second quarter.
If you make an Atomic Basie reference, I'm going to stop.
There might be an explosion on this possession for Basie. High on the right. Euclid with the ball, Asbury to Jenkins. Jenkins near center floor. They might wheel him out and play him through the desert in the second half if he plays his cards right. Top of the key, underneath. Williams right of the rim, shot blocked Wells. Williams the board. Williams fighting on his knees. Tigers with the steal, but a foul before. Marcus Gardner got his hands dirty down there on the floor surface. 3:35, second quarter, 29-22 Massillon. Here comes Jadis Thigpen. Foul on the Tigers is their 4th of the quarter, first on Marcus Gardner.
Josh Hose was jockeying with the official and saying, wasn't that a jump ball?
Euclid to inbound. Akoff. Tigers would have had the arrow too.
Yeah, they would have.
Akoff goes out top. Asbury, left wing, 3 in the air, was good.
Yeah, we were right behind that. That looked good all the way.
Such a pretty stroke by Makai Asbury. 17 points a game, and he's off to a nice start for Coach Rogers. Massillon, left of the rim. Gamble goes all the way. Uses the lefty finish to bank it up and in, left of the rim. Massillon 31, Euclid 25. Timeout on the floor by Massillon. 3:16 second quarter. We take a timeout on HBC.
When it comes to protecting your business, trust a team that's been doing it right since 1988. Advanced Industrial Roofing in Massillon delivers professional industrial and commercial roofing and architectural sheet metal services you can count on. Fred Horner and his crew are proud supporters of the Massillon Tigers. From Advanced Industrial Roofing in Massillon, go Tigers.
Thanks to the folks at Advanced Industrial Roofing for being part of the sponsorship tonight. Thanks to all of our sponsors from Tiger Town that have jumped on for this. Literally hundreds of ads almost that we've had to play through. The little shops on Lincoln Way, they heard that their Tigers are good at the game of basketball and they got excited and brought their checkbooks out for us, and we appreciate it. We really, really do.
Tigers have always had great community support.
31-25, Massillon. 3:13, second quarter. Euclid ball out of the timeout. They brought Owens back in. He's got a chance to try to put his stamp on this game, does the big man. Jones in the right corner for Euclid. High on the right, nearly a throwaway. Jones almost had it stolen by Wells. Went right back to Jones. Euclid still controls it. Wells is running around the floor like crazy. Underneath Jones, couldn't handle it. Went through Wells' hands, out of bounds. Ball to stay with Euclid. Euclid has Jenkins, Jones, Williams, as well as Owens and Asbury. Tigers with Lamp, Gamble, Thigpen, Gardner, and Wells. Right corner, Asbury. Three is good. Oh, my. Mackay Asbury with a pretty stroke from the right corner.
Gives him 10.
31-28. Massillon. Euclid clearly showing they can punch with the Tigers. Right wing, Terry and Wells. Question is, can they keep this pace up the whole game? They said they want to run. The Tigers say, be our guest. We'll try to outrun you. Here's Wells, high on the right. Wells, for this team that averages 81 a game on offense. Now to Thigpen. Thigpen off to a quiet start. Thigpen drives, floats, and an offensive foul on Jadis Thigpen. Taken by Williams in the lane. That was a big foul taken, too, by the big man, because he has 2 fouls, and Owens, his other big man, has 2 fouls.
You know, Massillon was spreading the floor on that possession, John, something Josh Ho said they wanted to do tonight, but they were really stagnant on that. You know, I think, obviously they make their baskets through transition, and they just didn't have any kind of movement in that possession. They just looked like nobody knew what they wanted to do.
2:07 second quarter, Massillon 31, Euclid 28. Euclid ball. Here comes DJ Jenkins. 15 a ball game, 5 rebounds a game, 6 assists a game. He's very active. Right wing steps into a 3. Shot it strong. Down the floor, Massillon. Jackson streaking, missed the layup right of the rim. The throw by Lamp was too far. It was over his head. Euclid the other way. Owens in the right corner. Owens. Jump ball. Tigers with the arrow. Geo Jackson missed the layup. He said, let me earn an extra possession for us.
That was a quick jump ball. Maybe that was a makeup for the other one that Coach Hose thought they should have gotten.
99 seconds, I beg your pardon, first half. Massillon Tigers, 24-1. They're up 31-28 over Euclid as we approach the final 90 seconds of the half. Massillon in this half, something that they do so well is shoot that three-point ball. They have not made one in this half. Here's Jackson, high on the left, Gamble. Right wing, Lamp. Lamp wanted the 3. That 3-2 defense out front, a problem. Lamp right wing misses the 3. Rebound, Gamble into the corner, though. Tigers going to reset. Final 69 seconds of the first half. Tigers up 31-28. Gamble, high on the right to Lamp. 3-2 defense, and they have Kai Owens, the big man, right in the middle. And at 6'8", the Tigers are having troubles on the perimeter because Asbury and the smaller guys underneath, but they've got Jenkins at 6'3", the big man Owens at 6'8", and the other guy, Williams, at 6'5", is the 3 guys out on the perimeter in this 3-2, George.
Yeah, Massillon's flashing a man into the high post, hoping to get the ball inside to the high post. They got to rotate the ball. They're just passing it back and forth right now. They need a little bit quicker ball movement.
25 seconds left, second quarter. Now Euclid is morphed into a 2-3.
Yeah, they're working for the last shot now, John.
17 seconds left in the first half. Tigers up 31-28. Here's Lamp, high on the left, Gamble. 10 seconds left, right corner, Wells. 3, strong. Rebound, Owens. Euclid, 5 seconds left in the half. Left corner, Asbury fumbles the ball out of bounds. 2 seconds left in the first half. Tigers leading 31-28, and Massillon with the ball. Gamble and company to inbound. They have to go the length of the floor. Gamble, heave, half court would count. Oh, he almost banked it in. It was off the backboard, off of the front iron and out, and it almost went in.
Almost.
Halftime, frenetic, intense, crazy. All the words you can think of to describe it. And the best part of it for Tiger fans is that it's a 31-28 Massillon lead. George, your first half thoughts?
You know, we expected a track meet, and that's exactly what we got. It was full-color basketball that whole half. You know, both teams taking punches at each other, taking counter punches. It was fun basketball. And you know what? I think the guys on the court are having fun, too.
They are. We're having fun. They're having fun. We hope you are as well. Halftime, Massillon 31, Euclid 28. Ryan Novak standing by with the halftime updates and more from the sports compound back at WHBC. Again, our halftime score, Massillon 31, Euclid 28, as we take this elongated halftime timeout.
So we go back to Worcester, Massillon up 3, John and George Baziga. Guys.
Thanks, Brian. Great job as always. Massillon leading by 3 here at the half of this regional final in Division 2, 31-28. And here with the halftime numbers is George. Go ahead.
Yeah, just some quick stats. Massillon led after 1, 20-14. And as John just said, halftime score is 31-28 Tigers. Leading the way for the Tigers, Terrion Wells and Giorgio Jackson Jr. both with 8. Braylon Gamble with 6. Marcus Garner off the bench with 5. And with 2 apiece, Thigpen and Xavier Williams. For the Euclid Panthers, they're being led. In fact, he's the leading scorer for the whole game. Mackay Asbury with 10. Tyree Williamson with 5. Dantes Jones and Deshaun Williams both with 4. With 3, Kai Owens. And with 2, DJ Jenkins.
At this point, if you're Massillon going to the second half, you've got this 3-point lead. I think you definitely felt that after that 8-0 start. It's something worth saying. After the 8-0 start by Massillon, they were outscored 28-23 by Euclid. If that trend continues, Euclid would have a third quarter lead at some point. They haven't really led yet in the game, but if you're Massillon, what are you focusing on here in the first 5 minutes of this quarter?
Well, if Euclid stays in the 2-3, 3-2 zone that they were in late in the second quarter, Massillon has to figure out a way to break that zone. It seemed like that zone slowed Massillon up and was giving them some problems. They didn't seem to be as confident in their offensive sets when Euclid got into that zone. So I think that's a key thing to watch, is whether Euclid stays in that zone in the half court.
Massillon has Wells, Lamp, Gamble, Jackson, and Thigpen. Euclid with Asbury, Jenkins, Owens, Williamson, and Dantes Jones. Starting the second half, Euclid with the ball. Here's DJ Jenkins. They attack the rim off to our right. Jenkins to Owens, right wing, right corner, Williamson. 3 to tie, missed everything. Rebound Jones. Left wing Jenkins, underneath Owens, scores right of the rim. Nice possession by Euclid. They earn a second chance, and they make Massillon pay. 30-31. Tigers' lead has been whittled to 1. Massillon ball, left wing, Thigpen. Thigpen in the lane, lost the ball. Owens down the floor for Euclid. In the backcourt, Jenkins. Tigers have led, I believe, the whole game to this point. And right wing, Thigpen nearly turns over Jenkins. Ball will stay with Euclid at the rim to our right. Asbury goes into the backcourt to Jenkins. Jenkins bounce pass, Owens, right wing. Owens into the right corner, double team. Owens, right of the lane, Jones. Jones gets in right of the basket, scores, plus he's fouled. Euclid takes the lead, 32-31. 7:01 third quarter. Jones looking for his 3-point play at the line here. Free throw line to our right. And has a great opportunity to give Euclid a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Euclid definitely, John, as you were sort of saying, has the momentum right now. Massillon needs to wrestle it back.
Jones with the free throw, and it's 33-31. Euclid, Massillon ball. They have yet to make a three, something they do so well. They've made 168 on the year. They were 10 for 19 from 3 in the regional semifinal. Here's Wells, high on the right to Lamp. Lamp, high on the left. Thigpen in the lane, Gamble. Left to the rim, layup is missed. Wells the board. Wells in the lane, Wells. Left wing Jackson. Jackson drives, shoots, scores left to the rim with the left hand.
John, Euclid was in a 1-3-1 half-court zone in that possession. They're throwing multiple defenses at the Tigers.
33 all, 6:18 third quarter. Euclid ball. Jones nearly traveled in the lane. Tigers take it away. Jackson to Gamble. Down the floor, Massillon. Right corner, Jackson. Jackson in the lane. Right corner, Wells. 3. Shot it strong. Air ball and a whistle and a foul on the floor. Going to go on Gio Jackson. Massillon without Xavier Williams on the floor right now, too, simply because of his foul trouble. Tigers' Jadis Thigpen, who has been so big for them in this run, has been quiet in this game, too, with just 2 points. On the floor, Euclid. Underneath, Owens. Layup missed. Wells the board. Tigers would have had numbers, but Wells had to collect the basketball in the backcourt. Now the Tigers going to jaunt across the timeline, far side of the floor. Gamble, top of the key. Gamble spins, drives, scoops, misses. Wells the board. It goes through his hands. Wells saves it in. Out top, Jackson. Jackson, left corner, Gamble. Open 3. Got it. Braylon Gamble. 3, number 15 of the year.
There's your first 3 for the Tigers, John.
Massillon, 5 straight. They lead 36-33. 5:13, third quarter, right of the rim. Jenkins misses. Jones cleans it up on the putback. Left of the rim, he suspended himself in the air and double clutched it to put it in.
Yeah, he hung like MJ on that one.
Down the floor, Massillon, right of the rim. Jackson misses the layup. He drove right baseline and tried to go with his left-hand finish. Down the floor, Euclid, left of the rim, Gamble, a chase down block. He blocked Williamson's shot. Tigers the other way. Out top, Lamp. Lamp right wing. Underneath, Wells. Wells right of the rim, missed the layup. Rebound, Williamson for Euclid. He's fouled. 4:36 third quarter. Massillon 36, Euclid 35.
John, that block reminded me of LeBron's block against Golden State in 16.
I know. Really impressive stuff as Lamp picks up his first foul. So, Wells with 1, Jackson with 1, Lamp with 1, Thigpen with 2, Gamble with no fouls. Gamble has 9 now, by the way, for the Tigers. Jackson has 10. Here's Asbury, right of the lane, Williamson. Williamson lost the ball, he threw it away. Massillon, maybe with numbers. Right corner, Lamp, 3. It was blocked, it was short. Rebound, though. Gamble right of the rim to Thigpen, who gets fouled right of the basket. Jadis Thigpen was in deep on the right and was able to get fouled and will go line left to shoot 2 free throws, and that's the third, a key third foul on Kai Owens, the big man for Euclid.
Yeah. Thigpen went up, he went down, he went back up again, and that's when he got fouled.
Thigpen at the line, 65% makes the first. Owens, a frustrated night for the double-double machine for Euclid. 14 points and 10 boards entering the game. He has 5 points and 3 fouls at this point.
Not a good line.
Thigpen makes both. Tigers by 3 again. 38-35. Thigpen shooting at the line off to our left. Euclid ball, 4:05 third quarter. Here's Williamson. Drives underneath Williams. Left to the rim. Again, Gamble kind of blocked it. In the backcourt, Jackson garners the board and gets fouled from the backside. Tigers starting to pull that momentum back. Euclid had gone in front 33-31. Tigers have blitzed them with a 7-2 run to take a 3-point lead.
You know, John, with this frenetic pace, these officials have been in complete control of this game. I give them credit.
Massillon ball, 3:50 third quarter. Lamp high on the right. Lamp still high on the right, high on the left, Gamble. Left corner, Thigpen, 3. Yep. Jadis Thigpen from downtown, 3, number 33 of the year.
You said he'd been quiet, John. He's heating up.
He has 7. Tigers now on a 10-2 run. Euclid ball, Williamson, top of the key, crossover dribble. Left wing Jones, 3, halfway down, comes out. Rebound, a long one to Gamble, and the orange and black of Massillon. Down the floor, Massillon. Wells, right of the rim layup, missed, but an offensive, a blocking foul, the call on Euclid. Blocking foul on Euclid's Williamson, and Terrian Wells will toe the line off to our left. 3:12 third quarter. Massillon was down 33-31. George, they have responded with a key 10-2 scoring run here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they've been on a flurry, John. They just upped the intensity and have really taken it to the Panthers since falling behind. And Terrian Wells just had a great take to the basket to draw this foul.
Wells' first free throw is good. He has 9 huge points, does the sophomore. Came in around a 9-point average, 8.6, and his minutes off the bench have been something to write home about. Second free throw on the way. Wells made them both. Wells checks out. Gardner is in for Massillon for Jackson. Here comes Xavier Williams. Xavier's been quiet. It seems like at this point, other than Lamp and Williams, every other Tiger has really gotten involved in their rotation. Do Lamp and Williams have some key moments down the stretch? Euclid ball, left of the rim, layup missed by Jenkins, but then Williams. Deshaun is fouled on the putback right of the basket, and he'll shoot 2.
He's got 4 tonight so far.
We'll toe the black outlined free throw line to our right here at the College of Worcester. 43-35. Massillon currently on a 12-2 run. And Williams kind of able to end some of that bleeding with that free throw there. Massillon's lead was 8. That would equal their largest that they began the game on, an 8-0 run. And Williams at the line nails both free throws.
You know, he has an unusual motion. He shoots it with his right hand only, but he's effective.
43-37. He's playing with 2 fouls. Both the bigs in foul trouble for Euclid. Massillon ball, Gamble. Hit a big 3 moments ago, has 9 big points in this game, does Braylon. Here's Lamp. Lamp, scoreless tonight. Isaiah, right of the lane. Right wing, Gardner. Gardner, big man 3 right wing. Gardner, shot it strong. Rebound into the hands of Jenkins. Euclid down the floor. Jenkins double team. Now Jones. Left wing, Akoff. Beg your pardon, that's Basie. Basie has it. Right wing, 3 in the air. Well, strong, nearly an air ball. Massillon with the rebound, Thigpen. 43-37, the Tigers lead, and Thigpen rambunctiously rams his body into Jones. And Jones gets called for the bump and the foul. 43-37, Massillon, 2:16 third quarter.
Been a physical game.
D2 regional final here at the College of Worcester. John Bozica, George Bozica along with you. Brian Novak back at the studio. Kenny Rhoda on social media tonight. Check out our Facebook and Twitter for more. Massillon ball. Here's Campbell. Top of the key. Campbell with the orange Nike shoes. Backs it out. Gamble.
Spreading the floor again.
High on the right. Gamble. Still high on the right. Out of the right wing. Gamble slashes. In the lane, Gardner. Top of the key, Thigpen 3. Line drive, left it short. Front part of the iron. Rebound, Euclid and Williams. In the backcourt, Jenkins. Buck 45 in the third quarter, and Lamp, with the active hands defensively, nearly forces a steal. Coach Hose talked so highly of Isaiah Lamp's play late in the season. Said that him and Jadis Thigpen have been 2 guys as seniors that have just been the fabric of this team in a big way. 1:40 in the third quarter. Massillon by 6. Euclid with the ball. Right wing, Asbury nearly moved his pivot foot. He had 10 at the half, by the way. Massillon has shut him down in the third quarter. He has 10 right now. Right wing, a 3 contested. Front ironed it. Rebound, Thigpen. Massillon, numbers, Lamp, Williams, Euro step right of the rim. Layup is good. Oh, what a move.
That was pretty.
45-37 Massillon. 70 seconds left, third quarter. Jadis Thigpen clapping in the face of Jenkins, D'ing him up. Thigpen, physical in his face, clapping again. Tigers love defensive pressure in the man. Right wing Jenkins, pumped on the three, drove, lost it. Tigers with big time numbers. Lamp, right of the rim, Euro step shot, blocked right of the rim, but it was a goaltend. A goaltend on Williams, who chased down the block. That's the second goaltend on Euclid. It puts Massillon up 47-37. It should. They have not added to the scoreboard just yet.
I thought he saw him make the basket sign. Yeah, he did. I think he did.
Now they just added it. It's 47-37. Count the basket for Isaiah Lamp. So Euclid ball down 10 now. Man, after Massillon trailed by a score of 33-31, they have reeled off a 16-4 scoring run, and they lead now by 10. And Massillon with a steal. Lamp running, scoop, shot blocked left of the rim by Jenkins. Other way Euclid. Owens jams it in with two hands. Kai Owens with a two-handed tomahawk dunk at the rim to our right.
That was emphatic.
47-39, Massillon. 20 seconds left, third quarter. Gamble around a Gardner screen. High on the left to Marcus. Left wing Lamp. 13 seconds left. Gamble, left of the lane. Gamble, right wing, intended the pass for Jackson. Nearly threw it away. Massillon saves it. Wells to Gamble. In between the circles, a three. Got it! Massillon ends the quarter with a 27-foot three from Braylon Gamble. They lead 50-39.
That was Steph Curry's length three.
They go to the final quarter with an 11-point lead in the regional final as we take this timeout.
When you want to arrive in style, make it a Good Time Limo in Canton, voted Canton's #1 limo service. Whether it's a wedding, a birthday celebration, or just a big night out with friends, Good Time Limo makes the ride just as memorable as the destination. Clean, luxurious vehicles, professional drivers, and service that puts your night first. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Call a Good Time Limo today at 330-526-8617.
Hey, you ever wonder why I'm always at Meldrum's?
Let me guess, the fish fry has you hooked again?
That's part of it, but it's the breakfast. Pancakes, omelets, any time of day. Who says breakfast should end at noon?
And the people here, they remember your name, your favorite coffee, makes you feel like family.
Exactly. Great food, genuine service, memories you make while you're here. That's Meldrum's Diner.
So breakfast, burger and fries for lunch, or the fish fry tonight. You know where to find us.
Massillon closes the third quarter on a 19-6 run. It was the better part of a quarter that they won 19-11. And Braylon Gamble egging on the crowd as the Tigers lead by 11, 50-39, with the ball going to the final frame.
And John, all year Massillon's been a fourth quarter team because of their conditioning.
Inbound, Gamble drives, scoop, scores right of the rim. They ran the two-man game. Jackson found the slashing Gamble, who scored right of the rim. And Massillon leads 52-39. 7:44 left. Right of the lane, Jenkins, tough jumper, strong. Rebound, Williams, he put it back up and in, left of the rim. Massillon's lead, down the floor. Left wing, Williams, three, got it! Xavier Williams, Massillon by 14. 55-41, 7:20 left. Euclid ball, Asbury, right of the lane, floats and scores. Coach Quinton Rogers wants a timeout. Massillon 55, Euclid 43, 7:13 left. Timeout on the floor, we take it with them.
Dude, is your garage supposed to look like a storage facility?
It's not that bad. I just have a lot of stuff.
I see summer chairs, Christmas lights, and is that a treadmill you've never used?
Okay, fine. I need help.
Then go to Ample Storage. Their whole deal is you own it, we store it. They've got all the sizes you need.
I just want something easy and reliable.
Ample Storage makes it convenient. Check everything out at amplestorageunits.com.
Want to help me move this stuff?
Yeah, I walked into that one.
I have a feeling Euclid's got one more push in him.
And we're back on air. 7:13 in the fourth quarter. You got to listen to the commercials. 55-43. Massillon leads. George, you said you think Euclid has one more run. Why?
They might have one more run. I just sort of feel it's coming. But I'll tell you what, Massillon's in control right now. And I'll tell you what, they're having fun. I was looking under the basket after that last flurry, and Giorgio Jackson was smiling. Coach Ho said, these kids don't get rattled. You know, they're into it.
And Braylon Gamble turns the ball over near sideline. He and Gio Jackson out of the timeout were in a bit of miscommunication. Seemed like they got too big for their britches there. But Euclid has it. Euclid underneath, left of the rim, Williams. Right of the rim, layup good. So Euclid cuts it down to 10 again, 55-45. Massillon seems to have a bucket, though, anytime Euclid does, as the pass is deflected right into our scorers table by Jones. Euclid's Jones and Gamble get locked up in a kind of petty little battle there by Jones. Just seem to want to create some contact and try to upset Gamble.
You know, there's been no chippiness in this game.
6:55 in the game, Massillon by 10. Lamp, right wing for Gamble, tipped out by Asbury. You're right, Quinton Rogers seems to have inspired his team one last time here in the game, down 10, to really up the ante defensively. Massillon up 10, once leading by a whole bunch moments ago. Euclid has been able to whittle it back down to 10. Here's Xavier Williams. Didn't have a place in the game, now he does. He has 9 very quickly. Hit a key 3 moments ago. Xavier Williams drives. Williams, right wing. Now Thigpen. Thigpen, again, he didn't have a place in the game. He has 7. He gets fouled. He drives, scoops, and scores, but he was fouled before the shot on the floor. 55-45. Massillon, 6:34 left. Ball to stay with the orange and black from Massillon. Tiger student section has let these Euclid kids hear it all night. They've just been otherworldly in terms of noise. And Coach Hose takes the timeout for Massillon. 6:34 in the fourth quarter. Massillon 55, Euclid 45, timeout.
The Great Lakes Advisor Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, helps individuals and families bring clarity and confidence to their financial lives. Ameriprise Private Wealth Advisor Jason Clemens and Ameriprise Financial Advisor Brian Lake focus on long-term relationships. Call Great Lakes Advisor Group today at 330-493-0063 to schedule your complimentary initial consultation. That's 330-493-0063.
6:34 remains. Massillon 6 minutes and 34 seconds away from a trip to the Final Four for the first time in 81 long years. Last time the Tigers were in the Final Four, we were still in the throes of World War II.
That's amazing.
55-45. Massillon leads. 6:28 left in the game. Here's Lamb. Lamb high on the right to Williams. Williams drives in. Williams drives, scoops, misses the layup right in front of the rim. Oh, he got a great look and he couldn't complete it. Down the floor, Euclid. They brought back in Jalen Akoff. Here's center floor. Here's Jenkins. Jenkins underneath Williams. Left to the rim, scores. Here comes Euclid. Quick 6 points. They've cut it to 8. Massillon in the backcourt. Double teamed was Thigpen, breaks through it. Tigers with numbers. Underneath, Gio Jackson scores left of the rim with 2 hands. Gio Jackson scored on the no-look feed there from Thigpen. Tigers by 10 again, 57-47. Tough jumper, free throw line. Asbury fouled by Massillon.
You know, John, we've seen some great passing of the basketball tonight on both sides. They really are able to find the open man and see the floor. Just been really impressive.
So at the line, Asbury, first of 2. On the way, he made it. Second one upcoming for Mackay. He has been quiet in this half, had 10 in the first half. Tigers held him scoreless, I believe, in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's up to 13 now. He could go to 14 if he makes this next free throw.
Second one on the way.
The guy that's been big off the bench for them has been Williams. He has 12, and he came off the bench.
Again, Euclid looking for their trip to state. Last time they did it under Coach Doc Doherty back in '68. Fell in the Final Four game, though, eventually to Columbus East. Massillon leads by 8. Down the floor they work. Wells, right corner. Wells out top Williams. Pumps, left corner Jackson. Underneath Gamble. Right of the rim, shot blocked Williams. Deshaun Williams blocks it out of bounds for Euclid. 5:31 left. Massillon by 8, 57-49. Tigers will have it. Gamble will inbound. Baseline right underneath the hoop to our left. Gamble, who's been tremendous tonight with 14. Just a junior. Really good football player as well. Goes out top, intended the pass for Thigpen. Thrown away. Jenkins layup good. Tigers lead has been whittled to 6. 57-51. Euclid hanging very tough. Massillon ball, left wing Wells. Tigers can't stop playing. Left wing Williams, underneath Jackson, left to the rim, layup is good.
Really nice ball movement there. That was a nice comeback.
Euclid down the floor. They're down 8. Left wing Asbury, underneath, ball thrown away. Left to the rim for Williams. Asbury rifled that pass in there like a Bob Feller pitch.
Yeah, their coaching staff was telling him, settle down, settle down. He was trying to be, I think, a little too fancy there.
Rapid Mackay doesn't go as well as Rapid Robert.
No.
59-51. 4:45 left, Massillon by 8. Here's Gio Jackson to Braylon Gamble. Braylon and Gio, the two juniors, have 14 apiece. Left corner Williams, 3, got it! Rattles around the rim and in. Massillon by 11, 62-51. 4:23 left. Euclid ball, Jenkins, left wing, out top Asbury, drives, scoops, misses, Wells the board. Massillon in the backcourt, Wells triple teamed. To Thigpen, to Gamble, to Wells, who couldn't handle it. Down the floor, Euclid, right of the rim. Akoff lays it up and in.
That's his first bucket of the night.
3:58 left. Euclid takes time. Massillon leads 62-53 as we take time.
When you want to arrive in style, make it a Good Time Limo in Canton, voted Canton's #1 limo service. Whether it's a wedding, a birthday celebration, or just a big night out with friends, Good Time Limo makes the ride just as memorable as the destination. Clean, luxurious vehicles, professional drivers, and service that puts your night first. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Call a Good Time Limo today at 330-526-8617. Honey, look at this kitchen. It's perfect.
Yeah, but what about the schools and the price?
At DeHoff Realtors, they know finding the right home isn't easy. That's why their experienced team helps people like you every step of the way. So you don't just buy a house, you find home.
This is it.
Thanks to DeHoff, we found our forever home.
DeHoff Realtors. Visit DeHoff.com today or call 330-499-8153.
62-53. Massillon, 3:58 left. Euclid took a full timeout. George, your thoughts?
You know, John, when you play this kind of game where you involve everybody on both sides, we have a lot of players in double figures. Massillon has 4 in double figures right now. Euclid has 2 in double figures and 1 on the cusp with 9. It's a complete team effort on both sides of the basketball because everybody is getting involved.
Euclid ball underneath, nearly threw it away. And we'll stay with Euclid at the rim to our right. 3:55 left. Massillon leading 62-53. Euclid with the ball. Akoff in the lane. Williams. He's played big tonight. Righty hook in the lane. Missed it. Rebound into the hands of Jones. And Jones was fouled.
Jones, the player that had the 9, so he could go to double figures here.
Just been so much balance on both sides. Massillon's has been truly incredible, though. The only one of their starters not in double figures, as you mentioned, I believe, is Thigpen.
Yeah, Thigpen has 7.
And Jones at the line, first free throw, good.
That gives him 10. Now he's in double.
Well, Isaiah Lamp checks in. Terrion Wells is not a starter, but Isaiah Lamp, he's the other starter.
Right.
He's had a quiet night, just 2 points.
Yeah, he's just had the one basket.
Second free throw, good by Jones. But the thing about Massillon is that both Gardner and Wells have had big nights off of the bench.
They have.
Massillon ball up 7. Thigpen drives underneath Jackson, left to the rim, layup good! And one opportunity for Geo Jackson. Line left, 64-55 Massillon, 3:42 left. Geo Jackson trying to close it.
Yeah, he's got 16. Could go to 17 here with the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Geo at the line. Free throw upcoming. 63% on the year. Incredible thing about Massillon, they shoot 66% from the line, but the most notable number about their shooting is 49.8% from the field. They do not miss.
No, they don't. They don't.
Jackson at the line, free throw, good. Tigers by 10, 65-55. 3:40 in the game. Geo Jackson with a big 17 points to lead all scorers in the game. High on the right, Jenkins with it for Euclid. Now it's Asbury. Right wing Jenkins. Jenkins drives. He scoops. He rattles it off the rim and in. Right in front of the basket. 65-57. Euclid, Massillon nearly throws it away. Gamble tried to save it in, but he threw it right to Jones for Euclid. Here comes Owens down the floor. Left corner, Asbury. 3. Around the rim, no. Rebound. Left corner, Massillon. Thigpen. And Thigpen gets bailed out by a Josh Hose timeout. Tigers still with 2 remaining. As with 2:59 in the game, Massillon 65, Euclid 57. Again, we'll take this timeout.
Amison Dental in Canton is proud to sponsor high school postseason basketball. From routine cleanings to complete smile makeovers, their friendly team delivers modern dental care with a gentle touch. And here's something to really smile about. Mention you heard this Amison Dental ad and receive a free take-home teeth whitening kit. An $80 value, absolutely free. A brighter smile just for listening. Call Amison Dental, 330-452-2255. Amison Dental. Healthy, confident, smiling. First impressions don't start at the handshake. They start with what your team is wearing. At Liberty Screen Printing and Embroidery in Massillon, they can help your business look as professional as it performs. From polished golf shirts and sharp button-downs to branded apparel your staff actually wants to wear, Liberty makes it easy to outfit your entire team. Call today for a free consultation. 234-249-0290. And remember, if it ain't Liberty, it's just laundry.
Massillon 65, Euclid 57. Massillon ball out of the timeout, D2 regional final. Tigers clinging to an 8-point lead. Under 3 minutes away from a trip to the Final Four. Jackson, reverse layup, missed it. Gamble the putback. Braylon Gamble. Johnny on the spot right in front of the rim. Euclid ball underneath Owens. Layup blocked right of the rim by Jackson, but a foul. And Owens will go free throw line to our right with Massillon leading 67-57 with 2:39 left.
Euclid showing a half-court trap on that last possession. Massillon did a really good job of breaking it with a gamble layup. We're going to see more pressure from Euclid here. I think that's how they're going to try to finish this game.
Owens misses the first free throw.
That's big.
Massillon, the school that's been known for their football for so long. Owens misses both. Gets the board, goes up in the lane, misses the shot. Williams gets the board, misses it, gets it back and scores left of the rim. Massillon down the floor, still up 8. Left corner Jackson. Jackson drives, throws it away left baseline. Euclid up with it. Owens, right baseline, layup good, right of the rim with 2 hands. 67-61 Euclid.
Now they're showing a full court trap, John.
2:10 left. Massillon ball. Thigpen through the trap. Thigpen, left wing, underneath Wells. Layup good, left of the rim with the right hand. 69-61 Massillon, $1:55 left. Euclid ball, right wing Owens. 3, rattles around and in. 69-64. Massillon. Tigers with the ball with 1:40 left. Gamble drives the lane and gets fouled left of the rim on the finger roll attempt.
John, you break the trap, you're going to get layups.
69-64 Massillon.
He didn't get the layup there, but he's going to the line just as good.
Gamble at the line. I suppose if you're Euclid, this is the guy you would want there. He is by percentage the worst free throw shooter in active minutes for Massillon. He says, John, shut your mouth, and he makes the first.
I just have a feeling he's clutch, though. When he needs it, he can make them.
Well, his dad, Brian, was pretty darn clutch.
Yeah, he was. 3rd and 30, right?
I asked Braylon back in the fall if he beat his dad in a foot race. He said he did. Tiger fans said there's no way he beat BG. 3rd and 30. That's all you have to say to folks in Massillon. They know what you're talking about. Euclid, an easy layup. Jenkins, left of the rim, lays it up and in after Gamble made both free throws. 92 seconds remain. Euclid takes time, and we keep it here.
Yeah.
It's a 5-point game.
No resistance on that. Massillon's got to be careful.
What's the key right now? Besides take care of the ball for the Tigers, what are they looking for right now? Are you looking to score? Are you looking to throw it side to side and play game where you work to get to the free throw line? What are you looking to do right now?
You're looking to protect the basketball, which you said. If they do trap, you got to play smart. Like I always say, if you're trapping, you're gambling, okay? If you move the basketball through the trap, you're going to get a layup every single time. It's just the way the press break works, because you're putting yourself at risk because you're taking chances. So things are going to be open if you move the basketball. I think it's a little early based on the way the game has been played to pull it out. You know, we're not in a bonus yet either, which is interesting. Both teams only have 3 team fouls. You know, one thing Massillon could do is try to force them to foul a little bit to get to that bonus, but mainly take care of the basketball.
Massillon 71, Euclid 66. 92 seconds left. Massillon has Gamble. They have Lamp. They have Xavier Williams. They have Jadis Thigpen, and they have Geo Jackson. Euclid with Williams, Asbury, Jenkins, Owens, and Jones. Massillon ball in the backcourt. Gamble through the pressure. Gamble, top of the key. Gamble to Williams, top of the key. Lamp. Lamp underneath Jackson. Jackson, bounce pass. Lamp, high on the left, Williams. 80 seconds remain. Gamble, top of the key, high on the left, Williams. 70 seconds remain. Left sideline, Massillon threw it away. Down the floor, Euclid. Owens layup, good 3-point game. 71-68, 1 minute left, Tigers by 3. Massillon ball right sideline, and they turn it over. Xavier Williams lost the ball.
They pulled it out, John, on that last possession, even though they had some opportunities to get a basket. They may have been a little too early with that.
59 seconds left. Massillon 71, Euclid 58. Euclid with an unbelievable opportunity Fans from Massillon making all of the noise that they can muster to find. Cheer if you're on Lincoln Way right now. They can probably hear you. Right wing Asbury, 3 to tie. Missed it short. Tigers with the board. 45 seconds left. Thigpen in the backcourt. Jadis underneath Jackson. And a whistle and a defensive foul left wing as Thigpen was fouled by Asbury. 39 seconds left. And Thigpen thought he was going to the line, but it was on the floor.
Right, it was on the floor.
Massillon by 3. 39 seconds remaining. Massillon to inbound. Gamble looks to get it in. Looks, goes high on the right lamp, high on the left to Williams. Bounce pass Thigpen, left wing. Underneath, Jackson left of the rim. Gamble layup good with the left hand.
Broke the trap.
28 seconds left. Massillon 73, Euclid 68. Top of the key, Jenkins misses the 3. Massillon, the rebound. Tiger fans to their feet. 20 seconds left. Massillon can taste a trip to Dayton.
They're in the bonus now too, John, so he's going to go to the line. Isaiah Lamp, 69% from the line for the season, almost 70.
Lamp at the line. Looking to put Massillon up by as many as 7 with 2 made free throws.
Yeah, he'd make it a 3-possession game if he makes them both.
First one for Lamp. Good. Quiet night for Isaiah Lamp with just 3 points. But these 2 are the 2 that could ice this game for the Tigers. Second one, made them both. 75-68 Massillon, 18 seconds left. Jenkins, right sideline Asbury, right sideline Jenkins, 10 seconds left. Jenkins right baseline, his 2 is good with 9 seconds remaining. Massillon 75, Euclid 70. Euclid takes time.
You're going to see all-out trapping now. They got to get the ball back as quickly as they can, John, if they have any chance.
Do they run that kind of like go play here down the floor?
They could. I mean, that's what's going to be open, because if you're going to over-trap and overplay everything underneath the basket at this end on the inbounds path, then that's going to be open. We've seen it many, many times. It's a matter of you can get that pick and get that guy open down floor. But that's going to be there.
Massillon leads 75-70.
As you can see, he's putting everybody at this end of the floor. He's going to go all out here. Probably going to try to deny the ball in, see if they can get a 5-second call, and then they're going to trap the ball if it does go in immediately.
9.6 seconds remain. Massillon 75, Euclid 70. Massillon ball, Lamp, Williams, Gamble, Thigpen, Jackson all line up out of bounds. They're going to run a football play. What do you expect out of the Massillon Tigers? Gamble paces the sideline, gets it in the backcourt to Lamp, and Isaiah is fouled. Time kept running off the clock. A lot more time ran off than what it probably should have. 5.1 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that's what they're saying over on the Euclid bench and behind the bench. They're saying there should be more time on the clock. I think that's what they're consulting on right now. Yeah, the officials
they make it 8
yeah,
seconds.
Yeah, there wasn't much time off that, like you said, John. There was one tick.
So Lamp at the line, again, 2 big free throws with 8 seconds left with Massillon up 5. First one, good.
Tell you what, these are big shots he's making here at the end. You know, he may have been quiet all night, but making free throws here at the end of the game is key.
Isaiah Lamp, the senior, a Tiger through and through, misses the second. Massillon by 6. Euclid, right wing Asbury's 3. Strong, rebound Euclid, Williams up, time, runs out. The Tigers are dancing to Dayton. A football school no more. Massillon's football team has company with these boys that hoist the round ball on the hardwood. They win the regional final over Euclid 76-72. And they are moving on to the Final Four for the first time since 1945. Celebrate, Massillon. Celebrate long and hard, because these Tigers are 2 steps away from a new piece of hardware in the trophy case. 76-72. Massillon wins. Massillon goes to the Final Four. We're going to take a timeout. When we return, we'll have the final numbers. We'll hopefully hear from head coach Josh Hose. And we'll tell you about how the Tigers did this evening. They win 76-72 over Euclid. And Massillon paves their way to a new level that they haven't been to in 81 years. In the tournament, final score, Massillon 76, Euclid 72.
With John and George Baziga. Guys?
Thanks, Brian. What a set of highlights there, and what a night for these Massillon Tigers. Just an unbelievable story that everyone started the year thinking it was possible that this Massillon team could be headed to the Final Four if they played their cards right. And, man, it was not easy. It was not a cakewalk by any stretch. They had a real challenge tonight against a really good Euclid team that they dispatched 76-72. And then just the other night, they defeated Avon 84-73. But it's been a road that they will remember forever. Wins over Green, Wadsworth, Avon, and now Euclid. And Massillon 23 years ago came up 1 step short of a trip to the Final Four when Matt Creamer was the head coach. Now Matt Creamer's probably lead disciple, a young man who played for him back in the 90s, and Josh Hose has led the Tigers to a new era. A new place in Tiger basketball history with a 76-72 win and a trip to Dayton next weekend to take on Lima Senior. George, just an incredible story. A team that is 25-1, just 1 loss on a buzzer beater earlier in the year. Connor Newell and the Hoover Vikings, a team that was eliminated prematurely in the tournament just a couple weeks ago, a team that everyone thought would be making that great run. I did see it was a cool moment. One man who handed Josh Hose a loss this year, Mike Bluey, head coach at Hoover, he was here tonight, and he was down on the sideline just moments ago, and he immediately congratulated Coach Josh Hose, understanding the magnitude of him being a Massillon kid and just this moment for the community. A team that, you know, everybody talks about football, Massillon. For so many years it was football and every other sport at Massillon. Yeah. And now Josh Hose has done something that, you know, I thought we could see, but when I think Massillon, I think about the man on the other side of the bench.
Yeah.
I think about Nate Moore. And now Josh Hose says, Coach, we both have gone to the state tournament.
Yeah.
This is just a really cool moment.
Yeah, and I see Nate over there. He's got a big smile on his face, too, you know, so, you know, he's excited, you know, for his football boys, too. So, you know, that's just great. That's a great thing, too. You talked about Coach Blue. You know, we see at the previews for both football and basketball, these coaches in Stark County are a fraternity, you know, and they do support each other. And, you know, that's nice to see. You know, and I'll tell you what, Euclid gave them their best punch. I just was noticing here, in the fourth quarter, Euclid put 33 points on the board to Massillon's 26. So that was a high-scoring fourth quarter tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's incredible.
That's an NBA quarter in 8 minutes.
I mean, that was really good high-level basketball.
It was.
You know, a couple years ago, we did a district final between Mentor and Jackson that was like
real
this. Similar to this. This game reminded me of that.
Yeah, very much.
Just a little bit higher level.
Yeah.
And, you know, these... You know, last year Perry went down there and they kind of had the idea of like, you know, they had nothing to lose. They were the team that was, you know, the kid on the block who had lost a lot of games.
And look who's helping put the medals on, Coach Moore.
I know. Well, he's the athletic director too, so he gets to do this honor of all these guys that he coaches week in and week out during football, like Geo Jackson and Braylon Gamble and Jadis Thigpen and other one placing the medals on their heads, the Massillon principal and Dave Lautenschlager. Just a really cool moment for the Tiger community. Tiger Nation has come out here in droves to Worcester, and they have supported these boys, and they get one more trip of it this coming weekend.
I have a feeling there's not a lot of traffic on Lincoln Way right now.
I would say that's probably true. George, you've got our final statistical numbers from a points standpoint. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, Massillon, first of all, we'll go by the quarter scores. Massillon led 20-14 after 1, 31-28 at halftime, 50-39 after 3. And, of course, our final score, Massillon 76, Euclid 72. For Euclid, leading the way was Deshaun Williams off the bench, actually, with 16 points. The Southmore forward played a great game with 14 apiece. Mackay Asbury and Kai Owens with 11. Dantes Jones with 10. DJ Jenkins with 5. Tyree Williamson, and with 2, Jalen Acoff. For the Tigers, they also had 4 in double figures, led by Braylon Gamble with 20. Giorgio Jackson Jr. with 17. With 12, Terrion Wells. With 9, Xavier Williams. With 7, Jadis Thigpen. And with 5 apiece, Isaiah Lamb and Marcus Garner Jr. I'm sorry, that was 3 Tigers in double figures. 1, Xavier Williams, had 9. But just great balanced scoring on both sides for both teams.
You know, and I think about, you know, this team and why I think it's going to be so hard for teams to take them down at the next level. And, you know, you think about something that's big because this Massillon team has such balance that I really think at the next level, George, regardless of who they go against, they're going to be a hard out. I mean, who do you guard on a night in and night out basis when one guy has a down moment, the other guy steps up? I mean, Gamble had a big night. Jackson had a big night. Williams ended up having a big night. Terrion Wells came off the bench. Marcus Gardner gave big minutes. Who do you guard?
Yeah, and I think the amazing thing too, John, is they play in the moment. They don't get shaken. They play with calmness. You know, they play with, as Coach Ho said, they play with determination. You know, that's the thing that impresses me the most is it just, you know, they play on such an even keel. You see, you know, in the biggest moments, you see smiles and you see that they're having fun. You have that kind of attitude and you can go all the way. I don't see this team getting tight.
No. I mean,
they have a lot of self-confidence. I mean, I think that's the key. They have a lot of self-confidence. You know, they've been mentored really, really well by Coach Hose and the rest of the coaching staff. You know, they've been through the travails of football, most of them. You know, these guys are battle-tested.
Well, and normally you don't want to say that, you know, that a team is, you know, guaranteed to go down or... Thank you. Thank you. There he is. You know, obviously you don't want to say that you feel that a team is guaranteed to go down and do something, but I think the thing that stands out to me George, is that it really is a case of, there are teams that we've seen that have gone down there in the past, like Louisville last year. I thought they were primed and ready and had the pieces, and I feel the same way about this Massillon team. I think they're primed and ready.
Yeah, I agree. They seem that way.
We could take a break if we want to. I guess we could. Yeah, we're live right now. Yeah, I'm talking to you live. Okay, sounds good. Kenny's going to try to get some folks over here right now as we can and see if we can get some players and coaches to join the post game and see who we can have come over here and talk. Yeah, Kenny was like, "Are you live right now? Are you on air?" Yeah, we're live. Here he is, Bobier. There he is. Bob, the statistician, getting a great chance to do some awesome things. And Coach Ho's going to make his way down Radio Row here, I would suppose, with a number of us that are over here, as Massillon, a winner tonight, 76-72 over Euclid. I think, just overall, a really, really, really cool night for the Tigers and a night for this community that I thought it was so cool. We arrived here obviously like 2 hours before, and I've always laughed because there's a couple communities that I think of that, when they have a big game, they don't just show up, they show up.
Yeah, and one is Massillon and the other one I'm thinking of is Steubenville.
That's what I was thinking of too. And today, two teams that clinched berths to Final Fours, Massillon and Steubenville.
Yeah, old All-American Conference teams. That says a lot.
It was the first time. It was the first time for Steubenville since 1952.
Wow.
And the first time for Massillon since 1945.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to go back, as we said. You're thinking Korean War, World War II.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the case of Massillon, you're still in the FDR administration.
Yeah.
And in the case of Steubenville, you're right at the start of the Eisenhower administration.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about how far you have to go back, that's incredible in terms of how long it's been, because it puts precedence to, what this means for Massillon. And I think that's really what's most incredible is just the longevity of how many years it's been for this team and for this community. So many places they get this opportunity to do this over and over and over again every single year, or they get the opportunity. Earlier we saw Lutheran East with the chance in Division 5. They go down and they're going for a 4th straight title. Massillon, they do it in football a lot, but they don't always do it in basketball. And Braylon Gamble going to make his way over here. Young men from Massillon, young kids that are probably, 5 to 7 to 10 years old, asking Braylon for autographs. And now we're going to get tonight's leading scorer here at the broadcast table, Braylon Gamble, as Braylon, the junior, joining us here. Braylon, great game tonight. You guys win 76-72. Your attitude, your play, your effort tonight. Tell me about this for your guys. Tell me about this opportunity going down to the state tournament now.
It's everything to us. Everyone on our team grew up in Massillon, and to do something that hasn't been done in 80 years is truly special. And we want to keep that going. We want to keep the city proud. And see, we keep winning these games. The fans, more and more fans come and put a show on for our city.
I know multiple times throughout the night we were saying that it looked like you guys were having fun as you were playing out there. Why is that, Braylon?
Our team is we're so truly connected, deeply connected. We all grew up together. So that chemistry just carries onto the court, and it's really special.
This group of juniors, you and Gio and some of the other football players, tell me about the bond that was formed there and how that's come to the football field or come to the basketball floor as well.
We know after football season, we're just coming to do one thing, and that's to go win a state championship. So that's what's been on our mind. Football ended. We came straight to the gym, no days off, and we've been working ever since football season ended. So just trying to finish our end goal.
This group of Massillon fans that was behind us, what do they mean to you, Braylon?
They mean everything to me, man. This is just a dream come true for me, as I've been here my whole life. My dad played, my grandpa played, everyone in my family played at Massillon. So to be able to carry on that legacy of the last name Gamble is just special to me.
You know, we were talking about that throughout the game, that your dad is known so well in the city for 3rd and 30, right?
Yep.
Like, that's so much of what his lore is. The fact that you're making this name for yourself and people are comparing you to your dad, I know you look up to him. What does that mean to you, Braylon?
I mean, it's everything, but I want my own legacy. I mean, he's the greatest of all time in my eyes, so, I mean, I just try to do my own thing, but I live with the greatest of all time in Massillon history, so it's an honor to me.
I know I joked with you in the fall, too, at our football banquet. I asked you if you raced him and who won, and you said that you beat him.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people were saying there's no way he beat BG, but, you know, that's how that works. Just last thing for you here, Coach Hose, guy that's over down here. He's with another station right now, but what does he mean to you guys, and why does he inspire you guys to be the players that you are?
I mean, Coach Hose, truly, he's one of a lifetime coach. Like, just things he does for us outside of basketball. Like, he doesn't want us just to be great basketball players. He wants to be great young men. And the things he does that aren't seen are what truly makes us great. Like, his effort, he's here all day, taking time from his own family to be with us. He treats us like his own children. So, like, we have the utmost respect for Coach Hose. We love him, love his family, and we always got his back, and he knows that, and he always got ours.
Braylon, great game, my guy.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time stopping over here.
Yep.
Congrats to you guys going to the state tournament.
Thank you.
All right, pass the headset over here from one player to another that is a junior on the team. We're bringing Gio Jackson Jr. over here to the table as well, and we'll have Gio join us here on the post game. Gio, congrats. Thanks for joining us here on the post game.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate it.
Your first quarter slam that kind of set the tone. Tell me what's running through your head when you get the ball and you're streaking down the floor.
Most of my dunks, they come out just in transition. My team, we play really good defense, so I know somewhere in the game I'm going to at least get one dunk. And my teammates, they do a good job of finding me, so that just sparked our energy.
You know, you, Braylon, so many of the other guys on the team, you guys are like legacy kids. Your dads were ball players back in the day, and now you're carrying on that legacy. I asked Braylon what that means to him. I'll ask you the same question. What does it mean to you, Gio?
That means a lot to me. My dad was very successful here, I feel like, so just carrying it on. Me and him also have the same name, so I don't have a choice but to, you know. And it also makes it better because me and Braylon have been best friends since we've been like babies, so we just try to do everything together.
You know, this team, this bond that you guys have, this moment for this community, put it into words for me, Braylon, or put it into words for me, Gio. You just mentioned Braylon. I'm thinking about him.
No,
put it into words for me, and just being a junior and going on this run as a junior, just how do you think of it now at this point in your life?
Yeah, if you'll be honest, it actually feels crazy, but I won't realize how special it is till like 20 years from now, you know, if that makes sense. So right now I'm trying to soak it in because me and these kids, we've grew up together since forever, so it just feels great, honestly.
Yeah, this Tiger crowd behind us, just the importance of them, Gio.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate them a lot, you know. I actually got like a little nervous at first when I seen them at first and they were yelling, so it just feels great. I appreciate them. They're great people. I always like seeing them. Your
coach, Coach Hose, he seems to just have all of your ears so much. He seems to get love from all of you in so many ways. Why is that?
He stays up till 3 a.m. He wakes up for 6 for work. So, you know, when a guy does that, I mean, you'll do anything for him. He works hard for us. We work hard for him. It's just like a trade, you know.
How cool was it that Coach Moore, the guy that does so much for you on the football field, was the guy putting that medal on you? Was that a cool moment?
Yeah, it's cool because when during football season, I see him all the time. He's always congratulating him. So just to see him come support me at another sport with my whole team, it just feels great.
Last thing for you, the thought of going now to Dayton for the first time since 1945, does it feel real yet?
No, it doesn't feel real. I honestly can't get my head around it. I mean, I honestly don't know what to do, honestly. I just got to play.
Gio, great game.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
And we wish you the best of luck going down to Dayton as well.
All right, sir. Thank you. Have a great night.
Take the headset back over from Gio now here on the post game. Tigers going to Dayton. Great game tonight, Gio. Massillon going to Dayton for the first time since 1945, and we've got a chance now. We're going to, Becca, going to see if we can get Coach Hose over here. Last interview that we have here is, of course, we want to talk to Coach Hose about this. We want to get his thoughts on this win here tonight. You're just joining us, by the way. You missed a great game tonight. 76-72, Massillon a winner over Euclid. They advanced to the state semifinal, and they were able to get the job done in a big way and have another memorable moment on this tournament trail that started so many weeks ago, so many months ago. This journey began for these Tigers, and now all of these weeks later, they are going to the place that I'm sure they wanted to get to begin the year.
You can see the joy in the faces, too. I mean, Giorgio here was just smiling from ear to ear during the whole interview, as was, Braylon Gamble. I mean, you can see the joy, and that's exciting to see.
Yeah.
And I think we got Coach Hose coming here, John, so I'll pass these on.
Josh Hose, he's got 5 or 6 nets. Oh, he's putting one on Bob. He's putting one on Bob. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Bob.
Oh,
Coach Josh Hose of the Massillon Tigers. Coach, we talked the other night, and, I felt the joy coming from you. I felt just the moment that it meant to you. You're a Massillon guy, Coach. I mean, does it mean more being a Massillon guy?
Oh, yeah. It means a lot no matter what. But, just being in the district finals and, regional. I was there in 03 when we lost to Cleveland Heights. I remember watching Coach Creamer's team. Talked to Coach C yesterday, talking about how awesome it'd be for both of us to be down there and hang out, just crack a beer together, he said, and unfortunately it didn't work out, to have him down there, but, I'll get a text from him at some point today. It just means a lot. Our town, show out, they were late to the game a little bit with this team. I was a little disappointed earlier in the year, but they didn't disappoint the last couple weeks here. They've been phenomenal supporting us, and our students were awesome.
There was a point in the third quarter, I wrote the note down and I circled it. It's 33-31 Euclid. You guys responded with a 19-6 run at that point in the game. And it shifted the game on its side and changed the entire complexion of the game. Why were you guys able to do that in that moment, Coach?
Well, we've been dealing with it all year. We've had a lot of games where we've been down worse than that. We've had bigger deficits later in games and different points of the game. I think, X getting a chance to get out there and play helped. He hit a couple big ones. Braylon Gamble was our floor general all day, kind of keeping guys accountable and, making sure we're doing some things. So he didn't play a perfect game, but he played a perfect effort. Gio, we need a big game from him. He was awesome. Our bench guys, Terrion and Marcus, on that run, they were part of that because I think Terrion's on the court to start the second half. So, I can't speak enough. And Isaiah. Isaiah played a phenomenal game with his court vision and his ability to handle the ball against length. Jadis made a huge, a couple passes, a couple baskets. They were keen on him. But, it's a group effort. I'm probably missing somebody there, along the way. But, we made that run. I didn't realize it was that big, but it was just like, we just giving them too many rebounds for a while there. We weren't playing physical enough. And so finally, I give our kids a lot of credit. I don't know what the rebounding, if the advantage was, but we battled like hell. Our tallest guy is 6'3", and I think that's stretching him sometimes. So, I don't know. I didn't answer your question there. I'm kind of just in la-la land right now.
Coach, the two guys on this team tonight that led, Gio and Braylon, they are, as I said to both of them, they're legacy guys. Their dads were ball players. People that don't know, is it cool for you because you knew them when they were in high school? Mm-hmm. You were just right out of high school at that point. Yep. You were still a really, really young man at that point. To see these kids doing this, knowing that their dads back in the day made Tiger Stadium roar, made the gym roar, is that cool for you? And what does that mean to you, Coach?
Those two are special to me because actually helped coach a team with them, and Smitty and I, and my son and his son, first and second graders. So I've known them for a while before I was even at Massillon. I still Tuslaw. But I remember watching their dads play, and just the competitiveness. Xavier, his dad and I weren't too far away in school. He's another one that's a legacy. Terrion. I remember watching his dad, Ricardo playing for Massillon, and then, before he went to McKinley. It means something special. Our team, all came up through our program, through our organization, all the way up. So it's just kind of special that these guys, I told them right before the game started, I said, you guys are playing for a community right now. And there's power in that. And that's nothing against Richmond Heights, Euclid. But it's just that team is new, and some of those kids moved there, so it's a difference. That's not a knock on anybody, but this group is playing for the city today. You can see the passion that they wanted to do this, be one of the first teams to do it, and I don't know how long. Did you say 1945?
1945.
Jeez. My dad I don't think he was alive then.
I mean, let's dissect that, though, for a second. 1945, I made the remark that today you and Steubenville both made it to the Final Four today. 1952 for Steubenville, 1945 for you. Coach, I think the thing about that's incredible is just that takes us back to the World War II generation. That takes us back to just 5 years removed from Paul Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, why has it been so long for Massillon basketball, and why were you the guy to do it?
I don't know. I mean, we've been there. It's just this, we haven't had the luck or, run into like a really good McKinley team. Our district, it used to be a meat grinder, and still, it's still hard. The stars have to align, the right way. The matchups have to be right. This group had to be right. And I honestly, it's not me. I'm the lucky guy that got to coach these guys. It's a unique blend of personalities. They drive you nuts at times, but, we went, we put a lot of time in off the court together, going to Cedar Point for the, oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind on, the Midwest Live this summer, and riding roller coaster, getting Braylon Gamble to ride a roller coaster because he was scared, and Gio, and, just seeing those guys, these guys out here that are ferocious, fearless, are cowering, as they get on a roller coaster. So we built a lot of trust, a lot of memories with these guys. We put a lot of time together. I feel blessed to be able to coach a group like this, and just so many unique personalities and talents. And so, the timing was just right, I guess. They had the right group at the right time. They bought into each other. It's been a special run.
Coach, congrats.
All right.
Best luck moving forward. Pass the headset over. I know you got one more interview coming here. Coach Hose joining us here on WHBC.
I'm looking behind you, John, the Fighting Scots sort of billboard over here. Regional Finals champions, Massillon, Washington, with the OB logo there. That's got to be just thrilling for all these Massillon fans that made the trip out here to Worcester.
You know what's crazy, though, is that's the OB with a football.
It is.
We need to get OB dribbling the basketball here at College of Worcester. Bob made that point to me, their stat guy. He made that point to me the other day. He said just like Bo knows, Bo Jackson, he said Obi knows. Obi knows how to play every sport that they have. Bob, it's wrong again. Look at it. It's wrong again. Obi's got the football. George, one of these days they'll get it right. Happy birthday to Bob. Happy birthday to all of Massillon, by the way.
Yeah.
What an incredible night for the Tigers. George, great job tonight.
Yeah, great job, too.
Kenny, great stuff tonight on social media. Please, please, please check our 1480 Facebook and Twitter pages, Instagram. There's going to be tons of stuff. Kenny, what do you have to say?
And I also filmed live the medal ceremony.
Okay.
So it went out live, but if you missed it, you can go to our Facebook page and check out the medal ceremony from the regional champion, Massillon Tigers.
Regional champion, Massillon Tigers. There's the story headline for the night, folks. Regional champion, Massillon Tigers. They are marching on. For George, for Kenny, for Brian, I'm John. One final time, the Massillon Tigers are going back to the state tournament for the first time in 81 years. 1945 was the last time. An incredible story that has one more chapter to it in Dayton. Again, George, Kenny, Brian, I'm John. Final score, Massillon 76, Euclid 72. Have a fantastic night, everyone.